당고 지 합직이 되다 되날로 소카날로 좀 되기에 되날로 되다 뒤든기 뒤친이로데 니주기 뒤친이로데 되날로 되다 제익지 순구로 순든한데기 되디기 뒤친이로데 되디수가 알아들이 다도기 태감도 접어 전수가 지라 순두 연소 조베라 난데기에 다디수기 뒤치수에 되다 로바 다스로바 the Kata Tunsunga Sundrinaila, then it Gara Yongzokbe, the Toba, the Sumalu predecession of Villa, Gara the Dusuchi, the Namsimichi, Sinigi Dusumato, the Shima Subon, Inrora did the Sugarangachi, Sundrinanavigi, Nemchimlatin the Gibe, the Naluna Bugani Zipchira, the Kinsus never no message of Villa, Garagit in the Lord, the iPad Nalu, did Phuentsholing evila. The dimlet in the gibe thing at Damchi and Jugobe, Nibi take a hiptalo, that in the Lu Himasumbangachi, relation to Vetinalu, Hadigibe did that, Neve did that Demon Gotition evil, Hemangachi did that to lecture Bedigibe, Tinalu Tupmatu, to relation to Gube, the Tupmatu presion of Tochiboch and Juve, Tanichibe, Machitari, the Duce, Takchugi, did Dr. Benida, the Chajumigi, the Remission of Villa. So that Shudang Dambana Sipto Chibebochin, the Dinalunga Chit, the Miwa, Motherbochi, Jable, Kilon Sukanalu, the Namigi, Sungshigi. Dinalut any good investigation of Villa. Sudang Damba, Niba, Sumba, the Shiba, Nobatinche. Shudang comes to do. Lasso Shudang Ketchi Ni Junse Dinalu gave you Sungshu Garat Dinalu, Matutupe, Dinalu, to the do session of Villa. Dinalu Jumi Meonomela, Dimdo Chibebe or Chingachete, Shudang Ketchi Nibigi, the Nibana, Imdo Chibo Chinjay, or to the Chajugina in Bella. Nibigi Dambana Imdo Chibo and Pelledubi, Kesungi, Jay Niton Ketchi Ni Jimai. Motiva Chajugina imbe. The Chinese chip of Dochibo attended that did as a 2 Phuentsholing Sundrinadi, the Mio, other Mochi, Jacham Mojume, Dinsinchi Mila, Mio other Mochi, Kundu Pibe, the Kadu nice session of the Jay, the Chatumbe, Tingachi Potune Bebe, Kade, Jojochi, Nembe, Pisuta Dembe, Temad. Kundulu did that Kundulu that it my Phuentsholing of Villa. Lasso Nibi Niban and Umdochibochin Drugi, Shiog, Jurgi, Jay, Niton Ketchini, Jemai, Latin Damba, Niba. The Nibigi Sumbana Imdochibo, Dugi Tegi, Jay, Niton Ketchinigi, Jemai, Latin Damba, Nibana investigation of Villa. The Mabam Majid, Duchisu, the Duchisaki Honled, the Bumson Bebe, the Sichigala Pinikutuno Session of Villa, Yan Timi Sugizibo, the Sapsero, Kazanga Sundunami, the Jumchid, Tinalu, Julu Tabe, Yongzok Peneve. Did Machi Sundru Dintrabiro, Bumson bed, Nambekablu, did Dagara, Lupide Himalaya. Nibigi, Jivanam Dochibebe, Dugi, Junior Tegi, Jake, you don't catch any Jamai, like Tindama, and Niva in Bella. Then Shudang, Ketchup, Gubanam Dochibo, Dugi, new for Tikugi, Shijuru, Jake, you don't catch any Jamai, like Tindama, and Niva. 니동 니기 두번님 도치보진 두기 지위 니티 저희 니도 캐치니 이제 뭐 학생당보다 니발라 그래서 숨만의 쇼랑 숨치수 집이나 좀더 집에 배웠진 다 범친 숨법에 지대로 두배 촉등 듬비기 값 별리다 뉴스 촉중기 진로니 동 캐치니데 캐치 숨기 결론처럼 절집기 뒤집다 뒤집래 튀비기 뒤쳐당는기 니주기 뒤쳐 숨벨라 디날로 순회도 집에 배워진 다도 춘추가 같이 순도 디소다 좀 용래데 조마 해실래 디가라 디다 디날로 신데터도 베라 디 자주 드치수 디 투미수기 디기 뉴르니 베 지도세 신내빈라 시비기 태감도 집어 진 뼈지다 뉴스 속충기 종들 개발고 제집기 니주 뒤치 쇼랑 숨지소 dim바나 둘라 그래서 쇼당 집주변나 임도 집어진 개옥대옥이 람슬레 공기 진중 톱구비기 뒤든기 뒤치수 인베시션에 빈라 뒤든 간입데 나 규리기 베도 이다 듬비기 뒤치 라스 쇼마히 안에선세 데팀용레 뉴런이 베네베시도 시션에 빈 숨 집주지 집역이 수랑나로 임도 집에 배워진 된진 두번나 중종leg된 속중기 니레 각돔 현속이 로들 니주 니동 캐치지 제마 캐치지다 캐치니 제마이 결집이 니주 두림 베스신에 빈라 디골로 신에 집에 배워진다 그래서 된디에 때다 투미용레 딜로 주로메페 되뉴는 쇼마 힘이 되뉴는 네베지도 세션에 베인 뉴는 옆에 된진 듬바nem도 집어진 저득이 순대 두기 지역leg 주로 제익니 동 캐치니 제마이 데데 저득이 뒤쳐 인베세션에 베인라 dim비기 당바 이번에 임도 주어진 대기 제인이 된 캐치니 제목 원벨라 되게 저도 dim비기 순번에 임도 집에 와진 두기 준유 대기 저두기 된sen디고 임벨라 시바나 두기 뉴포 디기 시줄 제인이 된 캐치니 제목이 저도 그래서 듬비기 나바 두기 나셀다 란지 염수제이 니던 캐치니 제마이 저드 듬비기 두번 임도 집에 배워진 잠린 지속기 개갑질레 지주비기 고디징기 데니레 각답기 튼드다 교원요총 믹셀 암수다 알루 나송 인국 진린다 니팀케니 제지 긴진 기저드 인베시션에 빈라 라소 쇼마 헤티수 가라트미용레 유르니 베네베 the situation of in. 그래서 다 쇼당 납주버딘 명화들은 뭐지 가수인 벨라 마치라 지솔렌저 소초비 가초 데 딜레다단디기베 데 고비기 니반남도지 마치 속충기 절집인주 디기나슬레 데 수남징람나 멜라 류당바 데 수가랑아 지 카님 신님 데질레 손드나베베 투메 용로 디기 콜레데 데 탈람라베 유봉스네베 노돌라 레오니보나 람든 길든 윤든 기 레데티집니 주고 임벨라 수당 합중아 숨번아 집도 집에 배워진 데데 드체당랭기 내림이 주임벨라 범튼이 비기 그래서 주라데다데 든든 주번함도 집어진 데데 그래서 두기 그때 제 이동 캐치치 제마 대제 참모 준비기 된중 급두고로 같은 같이 순전한데 배 자주 둡지 수준에 비인라 라스텐 조마 힘이디 데다 루치 저기 홍래 데다 데드체 덕체 베미딜로 가라 투미 용래 다딜로 뉴르뉴 베네베 데 자주 두비 수준에 비인라 디드up다 제베 데 다리기 소죽디 냄집에 두 인베스 수준에 데마드 마다치 데다치 속나 슈도 좀 지나니 같이 데다 남섬이기 데다 레레제로 투미용그라베로 투섬네베 지제 봉라 데리기 속든 게 바디 지담마르비기 속든베라 데날로 같이 데 순드 남섬이기 디잡트라자 쳇베라 나이스 수준에 비인라 지담마르비기 데다 속등 집으라제이 데드로 야자라 나르기 데다 미줄린 추기 우주비기 미지 독촉고팁 데티미 용로 데가라로 데 남섬이기 가르치 마지 순단에베 볼체토토베 비트딘베 나수 숨미들룰라 디나 주두레 남섬이 지담마르지 해모 마도지 브라 주인스 수네베인라 등아지 속하나 주두르수 데네베라 중고스 수네베 데 주데 제페 데 속중기 디진수기라베로 속중기 뒤미수기라베로 라나스르기 긴코수 남디기베 남섬에 잘라지질라 믹셀기 도로 속중기 디진다 뒤미술로 남섬에 가르치 스슈네빈이라 암치 주디기베 같이 다리 소죽된 남집에 두이 스슈네빈이라 레스 가르치라
라소 다 다리 두기 지수숨베 속된 개베기 지속 렌주기 속슈 ngabaya dari chona ise shunela dizumbera dugi jusu sumba gelyong chokdugi chokteng gyaba gi chokshu chugubagi telerimya dari chona ise shunela tani bebe udalu chiso lenshugi te chokshu ngabegi nali umrok chibawa chin zora te ngachara mijelyunchin gi khatulebe shungi timzo da lotar charshigi te shungi zorimda chebegi gyakhabgi netangi korle te lotar nyunju phini yemedi te dari phi nai ise shuni te digi shulera te sojagi bam drubebe sojagi bam dushinale loktira te da dugi chisu sumbe gelyong chokdugi chokteng gyabagi chokshu chugubagi te lerimdi chona ise shuni la te da lerim nalu imrok chibawajin te chora te duche dakche da chajogi te lerim di ise shuni la te da nimchibe te da sunde nambe be chudu na ise shuni te ni bebe udalu te lerim zimidu soge lejumbera zizon no egi ro yu ise shuni la te darigi chokshu de nimchibe du ise shuni lerim zinami garalu kari che ise shuni la kari chela
Majesty, be forever blessed with abundant love and happiness. Thank you for inspiring us with your kindness and gentle ways. With this, wishing Your Majesty a very happy birthday now.
Majesty Gilliam Ajit Swing Permonchu's dedication, love, and support for us, the youth of Bhutan, I'd like to offer my heartfelt wishes on Her Majesty's birth anniversary. La.
Today, on this joyous occasion of the birth anniversary of Your Majesty I'd like to send my heartfelt prayers and wishes all the way from UWC Pearson College, Canada.
Your Majesty, thank you for walking the extra miles for us, and I wish Your Majesty a very wonderful birthday.
The wider family is very honored to wish Your Majesty many happy returns of the day. May Your Majesty be gifted with long life and happiness. And may Your Majesty continue to guide us with your wisdom to fulfill our commitments we have made to our kings and the youth of Bhutan. Happy birthday, Your Majesty.
It is crucial to begin practicing healthy eating habits early on in your child's life. One of the most important conversations to have with your child is the power of healthy eating. We all know how important it is to have a good nutrition for our children, but we often fail to understand how to do that in practice. So here are 5 healthy eating habits that you can practice and indulge your child in for them to grow up stronger and healthier. Number 1. Take your child to the grocery store so that they can see healthy options and talk about them. Have them pick produce from each different nutrient group to consume throughout the week. Number 2, challenge your child to fill their plate with as many different colors as they can. Number 3, try to reduce refined sugar and processed fats from their diet. Swap to healthy alternatives which are free from added sugars and add more wholesome fats in their natural states in their diet. Number 4, healthy snacking. Try to give your child a proper meal rather than letting them snack throughout the day. If they are hungry in between, you should try giving them snacks which are healthy, which will help them balance their sugar and energy. Number 5, healthy hydration. Ensure your child is hydrated throughout the day. The best beverage to give them is water. Try to give them at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Some of the benefits of healthy eating includes stable energy, strong bones and teeth, improved mental health, maintaining a healthy weight, and preventing chronic disease.
So welcome back to another episode of Najin Express Travelogue. This time I'm traveling to Chuka Zongkak and I'm traveling on the oldest highway known in Bhutan, the Thimphu to Phuentsholing highway. People used to dread traveling on this very highway because it took so long and vomiting is a common sight due to the winding characteristics of the road. But thanks to Dantak, this highway is a smooth and an easy cruise. One thing you'll come across time after time on this highway are the huge carrier trucks, which are a bit of a nuisance, but understandably so, because Chuka Zongkak happens to be the commercial and financial capital of Bhutan. Chapcha is the first destination on my list. It is also the first village to come across along the Thimphu Phuentsholing National Highway. Chapcha village is beautifully located on the side of the hill. And since it's winter time, you will find chilies being dried in the sun in all the households, painting the lawn and the rooftops with a vibrant chili red. Wow, these chilies are painfully spicy. Chapcha is also known for their potatoes, and most people from Chapcha make their living by exporting potatoes. Chapcha also happens to be an ancient village that has been shaped and influenced by the great Shabdrung and his father Yaptenpe Nima. It is also interesting how the name Chapcha was derived. It's believed that while Yaptenpe Nima visited this very location, a great Indian hermit came on a pilgrimage and gave the name Chapcha to this very location.
Inyamagi midi rimta semawala. The elama rimpa was tai mowa. Tampu tai yuedi taset rimta se julianimela. The shushu, the anale, the sanskirnale, ngati donhana popda. The da ngati jamneri se chin, the ngati chaja se chuluin is it the ani. Panditadi ani lafsinale ne donhana popda the look. Chapcha si media anel totomela.
Chapcha is also home to the ruins of the grand zong belonging to once a formidable Chapcha Penlop. Interesting fact about this zong is that the location was discovered by Yaptenpe Nima. And many years later, while Shabdrung was tracing his father's journey, he built the zong in that very location. And much later, the Penlop made it his home.
So the ruins of Chapcha Zong is so old that it has holes and big cracks on its wall. But it's amazing how this Zong has withstood time and weather and everything, and the structure still stands. It's so majestic.
Can't go any higher because there's no way, and it truly is a ruin. Although it's in ruins, the Zong still stands as the most prominent structure within the village. Not much history is known about the Penlop himself, nor the Zong. Uninhabited and unpreserved, this grand Zong is being dwindled down by the natural forces and the trickling hands of time.
This Zong was once ruled by Chapcha Penlop a long time ago, and it's remarkable how these huge wooden beams are still intact. This is remarkable. Today I'm here at Dokhachu Gembal Hagang in Chapcha, and what an exciting time to be here on this particular day, because today they're holding their annual Choco, and I can't wait to go find out what it is all about.
Dokhachu Gembal Hagang is believed to be founded by Lam Tinle Jamso in the 11th century. It's quite an old Hagang, and this particular village in Chapcha is also called Dokhachu Gem, derived directly from the Hagang. Everyone helps one another, and this vibe is also extended within the Hagang, where all the villagers take part playing individual appointed roles in this unique Choco. They hold this Choco every year for 3 days in the month of December. This interesting Choco is completely dedicated and praises Shabdrung in all his glory.
What's amazing about this Choco is that this Choco is dedicated to Shabdrung Namgyal himself, and they hold it every year without missing a beat. This is truly amazing.
I am traveling further along the national highway to visit perhaps one of the most important economic enterprise in Bhutan.
Today I'm here at Chuka Dam, the first and the oldest hydropower project here in Bhutan. And this dam has benefited the entire Bhutan in so many ways. And I want to shed some light on how electricity is made. And I'm quite electrified about finding out how electricity is made. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine now.
So what's the first thing to see here in Chuka Dam?
You can see the intake, you can see the gate, and then you can see the water.
And the water. Well, I'm dying to see what this Chuka Dam is all about. Shall we go?
Okay, sir.
Chuka Dam is 40 meters high and 105 meters in length, with a reservoir capacity of 1 million cubic meters of water of the Wangchu River. Mr. Sharab is a senior engineer, and he will show me around starting with a dam. The idea of harnessing the vast natural wealth for the benefit of the country and its people was conceived in the early 1970s by the visionary and far-sighted late King Jigme Dorji Wangchu. It was completed at a cost of Noltram 2,460 million and was inaugurated on October 21st, 1988. Chuka Hydropower Plant has a potential of generating 336 megawatts. Chuka Dam is located at 1,842 meters to divert the water into the power plant. Right on top of the intake gates are mounted with twin automated trash racks, which cleans out trash that flows down the river.
So I noticed like on those gates there's like bottles stuck there. I mean, is that like a big problem usually here in the dam because of trash and stuff?
Yeah, basically in some monsoon where the river brings trashes, because of that trashes, it gets the intakes choked. So we have to continuously clean. The choking of the intake will incur a problem in loading the machines.
Further down the line. I see. Yeah. So basically, people from Thimphu, Paro, and Ha should be really careful of not dumping their trash in the water because, come on, we all need electricity, which is helpful in our daily life, and having trash come here, which chokes the intake and which affects the basic production of electricity. So please do not throw your trash in the water because it affects all of us.
The desilting chambers are 100 meters away from the intake gates and have a length of 347.5 meters. It ensures the silt particle to settle to the bottom, allowing the clean water to flow further down to the head race tunnel. This also minimizes wear and tear to the underwater parts.
So Chuka Dam is the pioneer dam here in Bhutan, which has benefited Bhutan in so many ways and has paved the way for so many other dams that are still being constructed here in Bhutan, which will bring even more benefits for our country. So this is truly electrifying.
Chuka Hydropower Plant colony is about 46,620 square kilometers and employs a significant amount of people. The Chuka Hydropower Corporation was formed on July 1st, 1991.
So we've just seen the dam. Now we're gonna go see the powerhouse where the real sparks happen. So how long have you been working here at Chuka Hydropower Plant?
This is my 8th year.
8th year? Wow, that's a long time that you've been working here. It's huge, really. It's humongous. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. And to understand this is where our power is coming from is fantastic.
After the desilting chambers, the water flows through a series of tunnels and shafts. The water then flows through the pressure shaft, which are inclined at a 50-degree angle, connecting to the turbines. Chuka Power Plant has 4 turbines, each with a rated output of 84 megawatts. The water then hits the turbine, spinning it at 300 rotation per minute, and that energy is transformed into electricity in the generator. Thus, we have the wonderful gift of light.
I'm in the main control room where you control the flow of electricity and all the functioning parts here in the power plant. And if I press one of these buttons, that could make the power go out in Thimphu. I mean, it's in the grasp of my hand, but I won't do it because I'm sure you guys all want that light shining nice and bright. Thank you very much.
It is quite interesting how moving water could generate electricity, and Bhutan in general has the potential of generating an estimated of 30,000 megawatts with our vast rivers all over the country. If you ask any Bhutanese to talk about Chuka, they will talk about Phuentsholing, the vibrant border city. But before I dive into this amazing city, I'm heading a little further along to a little place called Lingden.
Today I'm going to a place called Lingden, the last chiwag of Phuentsholing Gewog before reaching Samsi. Should be really interesting.
Lingden is a river village located beautifully along the Amachu. It is located northeast of Phuentsholing, and the walk takes about 3 hours. The walk towards the village is the most amazing experience because you come across these little beach-like oases. The white sandy lagoon almost makes you feel as if you're in a beach, and if you close your eyes, one could trace a faint smell of the ocean breeze in the air. But my purpose for visiting Lingden is to experience the Rai tradition. Lingden has been settled by many tribes, but today the Rais are the predominant settlers. And what's unique about the Rais is that they have a rare special harvest dance that has never been documented. It will be quite a treat for me as I'm filled with excitement.
Wow. Traveling to Lingden village is quite an amazing and unique experience because it's all flat grounds and it's amazing. Lingden is quite a unique village, and I can't wait to see what the Lingden village has to offer. This is amazing. Just plains everywhere. Beautiful.
Lingden is a peaceful village with about 36 households and 100 people. But what I have noticed is that there's a huge age gap in the population. Little children playing in the field and elderly enjoying a light breeze by the porch in the afternoon sun.
Lingden is quite a beautiful village, but the biggest problem about Lingden village is that all you see is really old people or very young kids. All the young adults have left to bigger cities like Thimphu and Phuentsholing especially to find better jobs. And that leaves only the young and the old to take care of farm works. And there's quite a bit of a huge rural to urban migration problem here in Lingden. So I'm gonna go meet a young girl who's gonna tell us more about the Rai tradition. So this should be really exciting.
Kusampola.
Can you please tell us about the Rai tradition?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Kusampo, my name is Ambika Rai. I'm 14 years old and welcome to my home. I live with my father Bhaktiman Rai, my mother Begum Rai, and my 3 siblings. We are the Rai family. Lingden is beautifully hidden by 2 huge mountains, with the Amachu passing right below us. My father tells me that before us, Many years ago, the Toto tribe and the Tamangs were supposed to have lived here. But about 300 years ago, they all left, and since then, the Rais have lived here. Ankau okon yang yong bantawa, anta ankau pur kaulidang kakan yang o wachimpa. Wachimpa means chicken and all the ingredients it requires. First step for making wachimpa is to roast a chicken. The burnt feathers are made into powder and marinated with the chicken. While the chicken is being marinated, onions, chilies, and ginger are fried in oil. Now we must mix the chicken and fry it all together. When I grow up, I want to cook just like my mother and become a top chef. The unique thing about the wachimpa is there's an ingredient that is the fur of the hen. We burn it and put it in. Next step is to add the washed and soaked rice into the mixture. Stir it. Add water. It should be cooked in about 15 to 20 minutes. You will know when it's done when the water is dry. And now we have to cover it. Wachimpa is always served in our traditional plates made from banana leaves. It is simple, easy to make and clean. We just need a banana leaf, double layer it, fold it at the corners, secure it with a wooden pin, and like that our traditional plate is made. It is called tuna. I love the wachimpa dish because I have been eating it with my family since I can remember. It always reminds me of my family and my childhood days.
As night falls, the villagers had a special treat for me. They have all gathered to perform this dying traditional harvest dance called Daing. Daing is a special dance in celebrating the last fruitful harvest. It usually takes place in the evening from 7 p.m. lasting till 4 a.m. There are two types of dance, Dungdungge, a rough and tough dance, and Tamrangge, which is more synchronized dancing. These dances serve double purpose, celebration, and to release the rice grains from the rice stalk, as it is stomped with beautiful dance movements. A major dilemma is that Daing is being forgotten by the youth as modern form of harvesting is more common. But tonight, we had all the children and few of the youth remaining to attend this rare tradition in order for them to retain what is truly their culture.
Thank you, Noom, for showing me what the Rai tradition is all about and what Lingden has to offer. This is really, really beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
चौबन्दी चोली बुट्टामा हेर चौबन्दी चोली बुट्टामा हेर बुट्टालाई हान्नु पदम बुट्टालाई हान्नु पदम
Phuentsholing is the border city and also the gateway to the Indian state of West Bengal. The place provides a fascinating mixture of cultures of the Bhutanese and the Indian people.
I'm here at Zangtupalri and we have a lot of elderlies that are circling the Zangtupalri because it's a very, very holy place. Kuzampola. Kadweila, Korajabdullah, Kadweila, the Jimbarina, Lasla, Lasso.
Phuentsholing also happens to be the winter vacation spot for most Bhutanese. Right in the middle of the city stands Zangtupalri, a popular place for the elderly to make their rounds and pray. It's also quite pleasant to see few of the youth involving themselves in this faithful bliss. And if you're up for it, there are many things to do and see in Phuentsholing as long as you give it a try.
So one of the most exciting attraction that attracts both tourists and locals alike here in Phuentsholing is the croc farm. I'm quite excited and scared. So come, let's go check it out. Kuzampula. Take it chi shuela.
Mi gati chi yubila.
Chi jamchila.
Las. Lobi ki chin la.
Sange chofel.
Las.
Karinchela. So. Kuzampola. So this is Mr. Rambadur, and he's been a caretaker here for a very long time, since the beginning of the start of this facility in 1976, and he's gonna go show me around, so I'm quite excited.
The Crocodile Breeding Center is an amazing place to visit if you have 30 minutes to spare. It's just a few minutes walk from the bus station and covers an area of less than an acre. This breeding center was established sometime in the 1970s with 12 crocodiles and 7 gharials. Today, that population has almost tripled.
Wow, look at this guy. This guy is humongous. These are marsh crocodiles and they're quite aggressive apparently. And just look at this guy just laying there, and the size. Wow. You could just tell by his cheeks. I'm not even sure if this is cheeks, but it's fattened up like crazy. And the scales, wow. Armored scales. And the tail, how big the tail is. One whip of that, I think could probably break my arm.
Mr. Rambadur Chetri, who has been working as a caretaker for the last 30 years, says these creatures are like his family and has total trust in them, feeding them daily in front of the visitors.
3टा चाहिँ त्यस्तो साइजको छ.
3 of them.
3 मेल 3टा 13 फिट 6 इन्च छ.
And they're all male. Oh,
male.
I see. Wow.
The feeding time is probably the most exciting moment for me, and I think the visitors enjoyed it as much as I did. It's quite amazing how these ancient prehistoric creatures easily gobble up 15 pounds of raw meat just within seconds. It makes me hungry just looking at these creatures feed. Yummy.
So it's the most exciting time in this croc farm because it's feeding time and all the crocs are being fed. They eat about 15 pounds of meat every alternative day. And just look at them feeding. It's a crowd pleaser because everybody's here just watching because it's an exciting moment. I'm just like, I'm shaking literally because I can't even get close to it because I think they're gonna bite me. But I'm just gonna stand over here and just watch Mr. Rambadur feed the crocs because he's totally used to feeding the crocs.
This breeding center has been very successful in breeding gharials, which are an extremely endangered species.
So these are actually juvenile gharials, also known as freshwater crocodiles. And there's 19 of them, and these are hatchlings from June 2009. So they've grown to quite a size. And the biggest problem with this facility is that they have a lack of space. So when these gharials grow up and become big, there's not enough space for all of them, and that's one of the biggest concerns here. But these are truly beautiful creatures, and it's just fascinating just watching them.
The gharial is one of the largest of all crocodilian species, and the males can reach up to 20 to 23 feet in length. One could also distinguish males from females by the bulbous growth on the tip of the male's snout.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So gharials are creatures that are almost at the brink of extinction, and this guy's huge. I'm gonna get away a little bit, let him get his fish. I'm quite lucky that I get to see these giant, magnificent creatures that's swimming, that almost looks like a dragon. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
With barely an acre, the center is becoming too small and crowded for the reptiles. But the center has future plans to relocate these beautiful creatures to a bigger area.
Thank you very much. Bye. Today I'm here at the winter coaching session here at the YDF, where most of the youths spend their winter time here and learn some Taekwondo.
Now, if you're young and restless, do sign up for the winter Taekwondo sessions held at the Youth Development Fun Center. You will have lots of fun and be sure to break a sweat. And boy oh boy, the master sensei had me stretching, punching, kicking right from the start. I really admire these youth because their movements are as smooth as water, and Bruce Lee always says to be like water.
These are some intensive training, warm-up practices, and I'm about to run backwards. I hope I don't fall.
This sport takes a long time to master, and I'm struggling quite a bit as I'm unable to stretch. But I could definitely see why this sport is plain addictive, because it's a whole lot of fun.
It's my first day taking Taekwondo, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm working out a sweat. And this type of art takes 10 years to master. And I admire all these young kids that are learning the art of self-defense and focus of the mind. Now we're putting some combination moves, combination kick moves, and I have my fingers crossed. I'm trying to stretch all the way up there. Hopefully I won't tear a muscle. Didn't have enough warm-up sessions, so I think it should be quite flexible.
Taekwondo is an ancient Korean martial arts which translates to the way of the hand and the foot. This art form has fast become a popular sport among the youth of Bhutan. This is also the only sport where Bhutan has won the most medals competing internationally.
I think I can do it! People always say you can't be in two places at once. Well, I'll prove you wrong because I'm in India right now and I'm in Bhutan.